And welcome to Real Dudes Podcast. I'm your host, Karrington, here to give you, well, it was going to be a live reaction, but I may or may not have already seen this because I was going to do a live reaction video to the Xbox Game Showcase, and, well, I may have watched it already. So unfortunately it won't be like a live initial reaction. So I'll probably just be giving commentary over the stuff that's being shown instead and sharing my thoughts as I was seeing it seeing everything originally. And so I just thought I would do that. I know we're mainly an indie gaming show, so I am bending the rules a little bit because, I mean, there are some indie games shown. Most are not, however. So, if if you guys have any comments or questions about what you've seen, feel free to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. And, well, let's just jump into it. Of course, I'm not going to sit here for, 30 minutes while this thing plays. So let's jump right into this thing like no chicken wing. I can't remember if I thought there was a special thing that was. Oh nope, they just jumped right into it. Okay, so I know what this game is. If you haven't seen this already, I would highly recommend you go watch this, and then you can come back for the video if you want, or you can watch it with me. I don't care, because I remember which games are shown, so I won't be as excited as I normally would be. But oh well, what can you do? Lonely as you, no pleasure nor pain I can't choose. Lesser known Foo Fighters single, Lonely as You. So when I first saw this, I was like, I thought they were gonna start with Halo. What are they? What is this? I was very intrigued, and then this just looks absolutely. This, I mean, I know it's a FMV, you know, type. Yeah, it's a pre-rendered cutscene basically, but still, it looks absolutely gorgeous, and it gives me chills just watching this. Still, even just rewatching it, it's like, good night. This is when I knew it was Halo, because they said the Mjolnir exosuit, Mjolnir, because that's the armor that Master Chief wears and the Spartans. Let me make sure this is in good old HD. Yep. Okay.
I must remind myself. Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own.
Oh, Aerostin.
Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction.
This is what I find interesting, because it's technically a new suit for Master Chief,
Cannot hope.
because he doesn't have the 117 on his chest plate originally. Actually, I don't think it's ever been there.
It all means nothing.
That's when I was like, oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Just that face. And I know it's a pre-rendered cutscene. It's not like what we're going to get like actually in the game, but it's still. If you don't know what I think of the series as a whole, which this part was like, oh my gosh. But the series as a whole, I've played all of them. 1 through 3 is a great trilogy. 3 is fantastic. I believe it's better than 2. Don't at me. 4 made me cry. 5 was not good as far as the single player is concerned. 5 had some of the best multiplayer though. Now showing this, they didn't say if this was on Xbox Series X or Xbox One X. To me, this looks like an Xbox One X, but it still looks gorgeous.
I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief.
And I thought this was very intense to open up with, and a very good call by Microsoft, because I was immediately just like, boom, all right, I'm sold. seeing Master Chief, it was just what sold me on it.
No. No. You. I can't stand this. Who you are. Breathe. No. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything.
He's Master Chief. He can do what he wants.
Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe?
The camera also what got me, because
I found you.
the way it
I found you,
moves,
remember?
I thought was very nice. It conveys the emotion really well. Like, it brings you in.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the banished.
The Banished. That's when I was just like, what? I mean, I'm also curious what they're going to do with Cortana because of what happened in 5.
Find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we get away from
Because she's still out there.
Far away.
Somewhere out there.
Please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
That gave me chills because Master Chief would normally say, I'll do it alone or something. But him saying it together was like, whoa. And we get our first look at Halo gameplay. It reminds me of classic Halo. When I saw this, I was like, thank God they... Like, it's a mix between what Halo 5 was and what classic Halo was. Because you got that classic shield charge sound effect, which is really cool. But you have the, like... The way the rifle sounds, the way the cursor looks, that's all Halo 5, which I was glad. That was... If Halo 5 wasn't a complete garbage, it does have its unique redeeming qualities. It's just the story was awful. I was surprised that the Warthog sounds a little different. This is what was like, whoa. Because it looks open world-ish, and that's what's most surprising overall. It gives you like a very much, hey, this is an open world feeling. Because the map is absolutely huge. Halo Fights gameplay, or Halo 5's gameplay was absolutely incredible, and I'm so glad they kept a lot of it and didn't go backwards with it. And there we have it, folks. We got our grappling hook. The grapple reveal, which I thought was very cool. And you can still tell also that it's very early gameplay build, or just a really early game build. It's not completely ready yet. Karrington, how can you tell? There's a lot of popping going on. A couple of things don't look exactly smooth. And the way those ships move isn't exactly smooth either, because they move a lot smoother in Halo 5 even. So some of the animations, I thought this was hilarious. 'Cause I believe I believe he was thrown. I believe. That explosion looked absolutely amazing. By the way, at this point, I was like, good lord, this music. It's incredible. I don't think it's Marty O'Donnell, but it definitely has like his. I thought this was a cool touch too. I know it's not Marty O'Donnell, or maybe it is. I don't know. If it's not, it's definitely pays a lot of homages to the soundtrack that he built. Yeah, those explosions look great. You can tell this game's still not done yet, but basically the groundwork and the basics are all there. There's just it's just polished from here. And you can tell it's just all polished that needs to be done, and that's not a bad thing.
The UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't.
I know that voice. Good lord, and it still is bothering me. Like, who is that?
The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriox. But without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now.
That transition was beautiful. Good lord, even to now it's giving me chills. That was glorious.
My last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
And there we have it. Halo Infinite. Thank goodness it's coming to Xbox One and Windows PC, because odds are I'm not going to get a Series X at launch, at least at the moment. Now, for the sake of
We hope you enjoyed
time and editing and all that lovely stuff, I might skip a few things based on
thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you
like
on the
when
next chapter of Master Chief
what I know is going to appear and stuff.
This
I'm
is
not
the
going to
most
skip this
ambitious
part
campaign we've
because
ever
I know
created at 343.
they're going to reveal some stuff here soon that I think is really cool.
Halo ring that's several times larger than our last two Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy.
Now, I can't wait to see multiplayer, because that's like not just the single player, but it's also the multiplayer that makes Halo Halo.
World premiere.
World premiere. He doesn't say it every time, which is kind of interesting. He only says it sometimes. What was this? This was... Yeah, I'm skipping this one. It's a zombie game. I thought zombie games were dead. State of Decay 3, in case you're curious. Not coming to Xbox One, Ariston. keep in mind too, like these are all like the games that are coming out probably within the first 6 months of Xbox Series X. So not all games are going to look absolutely amazing. They're gonna look good and they're gonna look better than current gen, but they're not gonna look truly next gen. It'll still be a few years before we get there. Because like if you go back to like when the PS4 and the Xbox One first launched, how
we believe that how you find
when they first launched, they still look like PS3 and Xbox 360 games with just polish.
Game Pass is the best way to discover and play.
But now,
and we want you to be able to
those games look
as
way
many
better.
great games as possible.
Good old Phil Spencer. He really turned the Xbox brand around. Like,
play
you
every
can
game
say
you
what you
see
want,
today.
but he turned the Xbox brand
Furnish
around
subscription
after
or
the
freedom.
debacle of the Xbox
These
One
games will
announcement.
look and play best on
Microsoft
Xbox
did right
Series
at
X,
hiring him.
delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early
Turn
in
10, those are the
development
Forza
on the
people.
next Forza Motorsport.
I'm probably gonna
And
skip this
Xbox
as
Series
well,
X
only
is
because
bringing
it's the
closer to
in-game
their dream
engine trailer.
of unprecedented
That's pretty
realism,
much what it looks like. Boom, right
ray
there.
tracing,
That's the entire
and
trailer
native
basically.
4K
It looks
resolution,
gorgeous, looks
all
great, but no
at
gameplay
60
was shown.
frames
So I'm
per
just
second.
kind of like, eh.
The trailer you're about to see.
Although I love
was
the Forza
captured
series. Don't get me wrong.
completely
I love the
in
Forza
image.
series. I like it better than Gran Turismo.
World premiere.
But considering it was literally just basically a trailer that was all in-game footage. Like, see, look, it's basically just showing off the garage with a couple. Yeah, there isn't a whole lot that it showed. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to watch the trailer, go look it up. I mean, it's nothing too special. Rare. I'm happy Rare is making games again at a, like, you know, a fairly consistent basis. Sea of Thieves wasn't great at launch, but now I love Sea of Thieves. I will play, if someone asks me, Karrington, you want to play Sea of Thieves? Hands down, yes, I will play a Sea of Thieves, because that game's fun.
But only a few truly
And to me, this looks like a classic Rare game, just without the humor, which isn't a bad thing, because it just, Rare, man. You can't bring, Rare's just a good company. Like, they don't have a whole lot of stinkers, and they know how to make stories, whether they have humor or not. You know, like the Banjo-Kazooie series, which is obviously has a ton of humor in it, or have they made anything without humor in it? Nothing's coming to mind. Not to say that they haven't done it, it's just nothing's coming to mind. I guess maybe Perfect Dark Zero? I never finished it, so I can't say if it... I know the original Perfect Dark had lots of humor in it. GoldenEye did not have humor. There you go. Boom. But it wasn't an original story. Oh, you know, one of the greatest, most influential first-person shooters of all time. Rare made. No big deal.
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
I know the reason why I skipped Forza was because it was just an in-game engine trailer, and this doesn't have gameplay for a Rare game, but I just thought the trailer was so well made. It's so well done. It's so intriguing, so fascinating. It's colorful, and it makes you want to know more. Also, not coming to Xbox One. All games you see will be for the Xbox Game Pass, which I do have, and I will not give up.
Will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And Eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. What game was next?
Whoa. I just got hit with a flood of memories.
I wasn't sure what to think of this game exactly.
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter that they don't believe us.
They didn't show any gameplay, which
We all
is
believed
partially
that night was
why I wasn't sure what to think of it. The other thing about it,
couldn't be sure.
like, it does seem like story focused and story heavy,
Brother, sister, we look out for each
which
other.
isn't a bad thing, but just what do you do?
Finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy
Like,
tales.
this looks like
Only thing that matters.
a movie, which isn't a bad thing, but could you have told it as an animated movie as opposed to a game?
And the only way to move forward is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window. She loved you.
She attacked you.
A game that might make you cry? Check.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
At least for me.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
Do you? Do you?
I can't do this. Stop!
Tell me why. I might play it. Who knows? Chapter 1 is coming in August, so we'll see. What trailer are you? From Moon Studios.
Hey everyone, my name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today we're very excited
that's right,
to tell you
Ori.
that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We're now at a time.
Yeah, I forgot
when
they were
we can
making a
reach
special
levels of
version for the
fidelity
Xbox
and
One
frame
X.
rates previously absolutely
And
impossible on any console.
I think this is a good demonstration of why how more frames are important. You can see how fluid and how smoother it is on 120 frames. You can actually see like full like animations finishing their animation as opposed to over on 60 frames per second. It skips a little bit, so that's why frames are important. In case you were wondering,
immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
ooh, smart delivery. I still need to play that actually, and I probably should, considering it's one of the Xbox first party like indie games. Dun dun dun!
From the furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
Outer Worlds. So I saw on Twitter the person who wrote Outer Wilds also had a hand in writing this. So, boom.
A sordid stopover, full of salacious secrets and scandalous strangers.
Something that made this game great, it was basically Fallout New Vegas in space. I mean, if you liked Fallout New Vegas, you got more of it, just a different setting.
Can put you on the wrong side of a gun, or sword, or this thing. Thrills, danger, intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain? Trust no one.
Dun dun dun!
What will you find on Gorgon?
I don't know.
This unit cannot bring you any drinks in its current state.
That's just around the corner. One thing you gotta give it up for the presentation. It was just game after game after game after game.
If you're waiting,
I can't wait for this game.
for the biggest
Grounded.
of the year, then wait.
I just hope my friends will play it with
Cyberpunk.
me, because it definitely looks like a party game.
But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered. From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one.
I forgot Obsidian made this.
This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
I like how there are references to other games, because, you know, of course, there was a Battletoads reference in there. Yeah, I'm ready for Grounded.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office. And we can't wait for you to
I'm
play
trying
our
to
next
think.
great
Oh, yeah.
adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of
I'm gonna
two
skip a
planned
little bit because
story
he's
expansions
kind of
for
like
the Outer Worlds that we're
he kind of just does a refresher of those first two games while premiering a new one.
World premiere.
See, he doesn't always say it. He said it this time. World premiere. This is another Obsidian game that they're coming out with. A very classic RPG type that you know Obsidian for.
It forged our empire.
You don't get gameplay, however.
And kings. And decimated our foes. Now our oaths are lost. Forsaken.
I don't remember gameplay. Maybe you do.
And you must face the monsters our sins have borne.
No, you don't get gameplay. But it definitely looks very intriguing.
Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Avowed. Not Xbox One. Not coming to Xbox One. Kind of surprised.
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world.
It's Matt
of VR.
Bodie.
When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios,
I'm trying to think.
they told us that
That's right.
this epic game is the one they want to make.
I'll just skip to the actual trailer. By Interior Night. So this game looks interesting. It's a game I would probably end up playing.
For our family, it was just a stopover.
Because intriguing is a word I definitely use when I don't have a word. I don't know, because I don't want to say like it doesn't look interesting, because it does. I just don't know how it'll go. So intriguing is just the word I use to be like, oh, it looks interesting, and I'm interested to see where it takes you, what kind of journey it takes you on.
Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
Not coming to Xbox One either.
Here at Ninja Theory,
Ninja
we're hard at
Theory.
work on
That's right.
all of our
They talk about
projects,
Hellblade, but they don't
including
show
Senua's
anything.
Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December. An incredible 3.5 million.
So it's kind of hard to talk about a game they don't show off. A game we've known that to be coming out for a very long time, and the first time we're seeing gameplay is right here. Double Fine Studios! They know how to make games, for sure.
What? Peter? Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song?
It's Tim Schafer!
Peter. Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song. Very much. It's gonna be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock.
Tim Schafer, the legendary game designer. Psychonauts 2!
Probably been a long time
Is
since
it
you've
bad?
played.
I've never played the first one, but I'm still excited for the second one.
You don't mind pop-ins.
I do own the first one, I've never played it. Good old Humble Bundle! I'm pretty sure I have it on PC. I'm like 99% sure I own it on PC.
It's a quiet place.
Lost alone, neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's blown. At the bottom of a lake.
But I am aware of Psychonauts. I know it's very well loved. It's very much a cult classic. And it looks such like a fantastic world to live in and be a part of. Psychedelic. See, look, there we have gameplay. And that's a lot of this is probably gameplay or like random cutscenes they're showing off.
They fill the holes I've
100% gameplay though. Rumor has it, James Willems of Funhouse, one of my favorite YouTube gaming channels, Funhouse, the James Willems might have a voice in the game. It's just a rumor though. The rumor because one, he loves this game. Two, he has a portrait in his house, a random portrait of a very random character, signed by Tim Schafer. This one is coming to Xbox One. But that was just a rumor. I cannot confirm, but very big rumor among the Funhouse community.
Games built by Xbox Game Studios, and there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox.
She shows
We are partnering with
off
thousands of creators, from the largest publishers
Destiny?
to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever.
Yeah, she shows off
There is one
Destiny.
developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million
So
Game
when they
Pass
first made that announcement, I was like, but it's already free to play. Why isn't it a big deal on Game Pass? But the expansions are available through Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, you can pick up the expansions for free.
mobile from the cloud.
Yay!
This year, Bungie will also release
'Cause I have
a
Game
new
Pass
version
Ultimate.
of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look at Bungie's
But I
Destiny
got that
2
right now on
Beyond
my
Light.
PC.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer. It's time to step beyond the light.
You can say that personally I have like a love-hate relationship with Destiny 2. They definitely went PvE focused with the game instead of like the PvP version of it, because PvP is so broken. Like if you're a newcomer coming into Destiny, like you might as well just not play the like the team-based combat stuff, because you're just gonna get demolished. But all the PvE stuff, like the story stuff and like the missions for you can do as a group with friends, wonderful, great experience.
Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series
I don't
X
think she has a
both
true
new and
announcement
experienced
other than
creators
that.
to bring the future of games to life.
This is creepy game. Insert generic creepy game. I don't remember because there's like 4 or 5 of these throughout the entire conference. It's not important what it is. I think it's Stalker 3 or something like that. I've never played the first 2, so I can't be like, oh yeah. Then there's Warhammer. I'm not a Warhammer person, so I can't be like, oh yeah, I'm excited for that too. So we are gonna skip ahead to right after. So I just skipped 2 trailers. You're not gonna get anything out of me for those 2 trailers. So
World premiere.
World premiere. This game I'm excited for, because I love a good old game that's a classic that's been remade a billion times and it never gets old. At least for me. For me, it never gets old. There aren't too many games I can say I've bonded with my mom with, but this is one of them. And I knew what it was based on our earlier jacket some guy had on earlier on in this trailer. It already passed. So, wait for it. Wait for it. It's Tetris! Tetris Effects, which is on PS4 and PC, coming to Xbox for the first time. But wait a minute, Karrington, it said console exclusive. Why is it not exclusive? There's a new mode, basically, or expansion-ish kind of coming out for Tetris Effect. That's basically exclusive for the Xbox. I still need to buy Tetris Effect, because good lord, every time I see a video, the more gorgeous it looks. Like, it's a gorgeous game. Because we are all connected. And coming to Game Pass. And Xbox One. World premiere. I don't remember this one. I don't know what it is. Steam World. Steam Machine.
Sure you want to drop here? Oh yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
Oh, that's right. I remember what this is now. I don't know about this one. But I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it.
Vex, you're not gonna believe this.
There's gameplay for people that said that Xbox didn't have enough gameplay footage. This game just doesn't do it for me, if you know what I mean. Like, it did not interest me. It does not look interesting to me. Sorry. But who knows? Maybe once I get my hands on it, I'll love it. Who knows? But based on the trailer, I was just kind of like, eh. The Gunk. Coming to Xbox One. Console launch exclusive. Bloober Team. I don't remember this trailer.
It all starts with a dead girl. A forest.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Scent of pines. And then
Oh crap.
every story has two sides.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember this trailer at all.
But also a darker and deeper truth.
You know how Sony has their console exclusives? I think that's why I kind of wrote this off, because it looks like an answer to a Sony game. I couldn't tell you which one or in what way. It's just how it looks to me.
Hello? Anyone there?
What is this place?
Yeah, I don't remember that one. That one didn't do it for me either.
World
So
premiere.
that's probably why I don't remember it. World premiere. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. I know I've seen this trailer already, but it's Phantasy Star Online, guys. How do you not expect me to not get excited about this? Good night. I still don't understand though. Like, is it a new game? Is it a new expansion? I have no idea, but I can't wait. And I have to wait a year though. And I can tell you right now, it looks better than normal Phantasy Star Online, which is, by the way, more gameplay footage for all those deniers out there that didn't say not enough gameplay footage was out there. My guy does not look like that. Just saying. Yeah, the whole user interface looks completely different, which is why I'm kind of like, man, what is this? Is this a new game? Because they call it Phantasy Star Online 2 still, but it looks entirely different. Like, the graphics look better, the user interface is different. It seems to run smoother also, maybe at a higher frame rate. I'm not sure. And there seems to be a whole, like, if you look in the top left-hand corner, there's like a clock. So there's a daytime and nighttime system going on here. I probably have watched this trailer like 3 times already. I think it's like my 4th time watching it. This game's incredible. It looks incredible. I can't wait. I play Phantasy Star Online 2 right now like crazy because the game's not good. Good night. Give it to me now. Like, literally just inject it into my veins right now because I need that right now. Ah! I don't. This is Remedy's new game. For a Remedy game, this looks super generic. Like, but that's just based on the trailer. Because I saw this and I was like, Remedy? Looks super generic. What's wrong with you guys? And plus, I was still super excited from the Phantasy Star Online announcement at the time. I did not care. I don't even remember. I just remember going, this looks generic. So anyway, Phantasy Star Online 2. I feel like playing Phantasy Star Online 2 right now, actually. Like, not gonna lie.
Can you protect me from fate?
Did you just read that? It said the multiplayer was free to play via Xbox Game Pass, but the single player was not? Hold up.
Soon, the entire world will burn, all because of him.
That's what I get for, geeking out about Phantasy Star Online 2. I miss things. So, what did it say? Is free to play, single player, not in Xbox Game Pass. Interesting. So they're taking the Call of Duty route, because Call of Duty, it's single player, you have to pay for, and the multiplayer is free.
All because of him.
But still, like, it still looks like super generic. Like, you could name this Call of Duty. I'm like, oh, okay, new Call of Duty. That's what it looks like. Or, oh, hey, look, this looks like insert any known franchise. Coming this year. I'm pretty sure that's it. There's like a small summary, and then there is.
From Xbox Game Studios and all of
there is actually one more trailer they show.
Free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X, and some of the games you already love.
There you go. This is the actual trailer for a new game that's coming out. So, Playground Games has the title, or has the ownership of this, because its original owners are no longer around.
Of legendary villains.
Also, probably like one of the worst kept secrets in the gaming industry. Something like everyone knew existed, but they just never showed until now.
Where nature and magic live in perfect harmony. Not all stories have happy endings. But yours has yet to be written.
So let me say something about Fable really quick, because I know a lot of my friends are like super excited for that, and I'm just kind of like, eh. So the problem is I have played a ton of games that are similar to it, and I played them all beforehand. Let's say like the Mass Effect series, Knights of the Republic, Dragon Age, insert any title where your decisions make a difference. I played all those games before, because I was late to the Fable party. So by the time I played Fable, I was like, kind of like, this is kind of archaic to me. I don't get the hype around it, although I did really enjoy Fable 2. To me, it's the best one out of the 3. So I'm not like overly hyped about it the way like I am about the new Phantasy Star Online series. That's just me personally, and my reason why I am not like overly hyped about Fable. And plus, Peter Molyneux has a way of, or had, or still does, a way of making promises that he never like delivers on, and Fable was just like one of the biggest ones out of all of them, in my opinion. There were other games he came out with that I absolutely loved, like Black and White. Love that game, love that series, love the movies game where you get to make your own movies basically. Love that game. If I could play it right now, I would. It just doesn't work well on Windows 10. Yeah, but Peter Molyneux also has a way of embellishing features in games, and I feel like Fable was one of those games. And it wasn't a bad game, it just was embellished. Anyway, that's just my thoughts about Fable and why I'm not overly hyped about it. I'm excited, but not overly hyped about it like I am Phantasy Star Online 2. Or other games like Halo. Anyway, that's it. I think it kind of wraps up. It kind of does a small like summary of all the titles that were shown. So those were just like my thoughts. If you stuck with me, awesome. I hope you enjoyed my like thoughts about most of the games, and I know I skipped over some of them because some of them weren't trailers. Some of them were very just super generic, and I'm just kind of like, eh. It would have been boring content of just me sitting here watching it without delivering any kind of thoughts or anything like that. So anyway, what was your favorite ones? What are you looking forward to most from the Xbox platforms in the future? Let me know. I would love to hear you guys and chat with you guys about it. And as always, have a rad day.